Lugia is the best legendary Pokemon ever. I'm Sir Squire, and I have 5 reasons to tell you why. Number 5, screw logic, just live in water. Lugia, just look at Lugia, right? Okay, so it kinda looks like a weird thing, right? But it's psychic and flying type. But for whatever reason, it decided, hey, I'm just gonna live in water and be perfectly okay living in water forever. And, it makes no sense. None. It makes no sense. I understand biologically, it has, those weird flipper things on its back, and it can live in water, but it makes absolutely no sense. And the fact that it does live in water just makes it such a more interesting and diverse Pokemon. You don't see that much more of that, in the Pokemon universe. Zygarde lives in a cave, right? Rayquaza lives in a tower. You don't really see, Pokemon that kind of adapt to other environments that are that legendary. You know what I mean? You don't really see that. The closest thing I could think of is Xerneas is a tree. Okay, cool. Or Solgaleo and Lunala live in a bag. These are the only things I could compare it to. But Lugia kind of is in a league of its own when it comes to adapting to its environment, which makes it really cool. One of the unique and best Pokemon of all time. And by the way, Mewtwo doesn't count because it chose to live in that stupid little cave, and anything can live in a cave, let's be honest. Number 4, it speaks English. So, I'm not gonna give it, it can't, speak it. It's not Meowth or anything like that, and that's not a reason enough for it to be on this list, because Mewtwo can speak English, and that wasn't on the Mewtwo list or anything like that. But its telekinetic powers show that it's at least as smart as Mewtwo in that way, that it is able to communicate. So the fact that you have a Pokemon that's not Mewtwo, that's naturally made, because Mewtwo is man-made, and it can actually communicate with humans on that advanced level, is so interesting to me. And I feel that alone deserves its own spot on the list. That Lugia is just a thing that existed. It wasn't created by mankind, and yet still is on that advanced level of enlightenment that it is able to actively communicate with at least Ash. And one of the other things that I really love about them is that they all seem to communicate with that hello voice. Not any sort of other voice besides generic waspy divine intervention voice, I am here to save the day, or I am here to clone your Pokemon and leave. There's no in the middle with these guys, and I kind of find that really funny. Number 3, the Ocarina song. So, if one thing Nintendo does right in the early 2000s, it's knowing how to put out an awesome Ocarina song. Am I right? Well, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Go watch the second movie. Stupid kids. God darn it. Number 2, it's basically the Captain Planet, but with birds. So, there's a lot of superhero stuff going on with Lugia, right? Because it, lives in the water, so it's Aquaman. But, at the same time, it needs to be, summoned with the 3 birds, Earth, Wind, Fire, Water, and Grass. But, except it's Ice and Fire and Thunder and rare Pokemon cards and dude with gigantic helicopter and Donphan. So, you have, all this stuff going on, and then when your powers combine, I am Lugia, and he just comes out of the water, and he's come with me, Ash. And Ash is okay! And, they just go fly around and do adventures. But again, I'm not gonna spoil anything, so go watch the movie. Spoilers, Ash saves the day, and there's a Slow King who wants his pants back. And number 1, it's actually Batman. So, I'm just gonna lay some facts on you because there's a whole conspiracy theory about this, but nobody's ever seen Lugia and Batman in the same place at the same time. It's a whole thing that people just don't quite understand. So I am kind of a little uncomfortable getting into the nitty-gritty details of why this exists and where things go in the lore. But just look at him. He has these awesome mask things, and it would be really easy for him to just slide a mask over his face and go to Gotham City and stop the Joker, right? So I feel all this stuff kind of just balances itself out, and you could really see why Lugia really could be Batman. It is a real theory that I feel we need to actually investigate here. So please, someone shine that bat signal in the sky and play that ocarina at the same time and see what happens, because that will solve all of our problems. thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please show some love on that thumbs up button down below. Let me know if you have any reasons why or why not Lugia is the best legendary Pokemon of all time. And if you have any other favorite legendary Pokemon that you have personally, let me know in the comment section. Chances are I have made that video already, or I will be making that video in the future. You can definitely check out that playlist too. You can check it out in my channel description. But thank you guys again. I will be having a vote in the comment section for the next video that I put out, so definitely go down there and check it out, and be sure to comment, because that will be the next video that I upload for this series. But thank you guys so much. I am Sir Squire, and I will see you next time.